Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Let's get to it, shall we? We have to finish our loop. I'm excited because we get to play a little Fade, dude. I've never in my life, never in my life is maybe a little bit dramatic of a way to start that sentence, but up until this update, I have not been happy or excited when it's time to play Melting because I think that Rector is kind of boring. However, Lil Fade, yo, I like Lil Fade a lot. She's very fun. Alright, let's get to it. We have Knockback Talos, which is this is the Armor Talos? What does Armor Talos have? Is that no, Double Barrel Daedalus is the Dazed Sap one, so this is just the one with a bunch of normal enemies. Yeah. Then we have we have Fel. Oh, whoa, we can fight other bosses now. Oh, it's Rage Fel. Oh. Oh. Man, I missed not having to fight Rage Fel. I'm Patient Seraph, who has been changed, and we are melting Stygian, Explosive Energy Siphon, and Memories of the Melted, which, starter, Frozen Lance, unfortunate. So, there is a path with Lil Fade that I have not yet tried, however, I don't want to take it. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm probably not gonna pick it, because I don't like it. I'll take the Pyre Wall here. I think the other paths are very exciting. There was also an update. I meant to check the patch notes, but it seemed pretty minor. So this Firelight path is the path I have not taken. Extinguish, apply +5/+5, and burn out 2 to friendly units. I should give it a try. Because what I like to do with Primitive Mold is I like to just remove everything else and then power a bunch of reforms onto Little Fade. Let me think about this, right? I'm trying to hypothesize. I mean, this is probably a pickup that you take and then you go look for Paraffin Enforcer. You go look for Paraffin Enforcer, you go look for, maybe Drafts, but Drafts feel like they would be pretty bad with this. You just make a 4 with Paraffin Enforcer and all that. I'm gonna take Eternal Flame though, because I really like Eternal Flame. I think it's super fun. And I want to play Eternal Flame, and you can't stop me. I'll probably try that Extinguish one on stream when I'm not, making a video. +4. How do I feel about +4 here? I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, Explosive Start is really, really good. I will say. I think that it's very good. Now, obviously, Apprentice of Light can't kill an Explosive. If he does, it will go poorly. But if we have the Explosive Burnout, perhaps, then we're talking. This guy's just gonna get a bunch of damage shield, and that's okay. It really is just fine. The way that we play with this Little Fade is we need to get her killed twice, and then after 2 kills, she becomes an actual unit. Does look like I might take a little damage here. Let's see what our draws look like. Explosive. The problem is that these are damage shield enemies, right? That's the big stopping point here. How do I kill this guy? Probably with an energy siphon? I think this one's gonna hit me, and then we can stop this one. If this guy hits me, he doesn't even break the armor, so it's fine. And I think that that's okay. What we do here is we have Lil Fade die one more time. Yeah, we have her die one more time, and then we replay her on the next turn in a position where she will kill this floor off, I believe. Is she 11? See, this is the problem. The fact that I can't proc his damage shield is the problem. I was really hoping to hit one of these 3 Frozen Lances. I think I'm just gonna take 6 here, and that's fine. I think I just take the 6 and it's acceptable. I'm looking at it. I'm wondering about it. I think that Primitive Mold brings me back a Train Steward. I think I just have to take this. There's nothing I can do, unfortunately. I think I want to play it like this, right? Where we go Train Steward... Train Steward Little Fade. Train Steward? Oh, I don't have enough energy for that. That's okay. Oh, because Little Fade costs 2 now. My mistake. That's fine. We're going to take 6. With this Little Fade, if you're... Oh, I should point out Primitive Mold. I'm not sure if we had Primitive Mold, but it's just reform. The starter is just reform a random unit that has died this game. It's pretty solid. Now, he did spawn with a 9-1, so taking this trial has definitely been more complex than I expected it to be. However, that's okay. The way that we play this Little Fade is by just basically planning around her death effect. So like next turn I know she's going to die and cost 3, but she's going to be a 65-16, and we're going to plan around that by doing... And we're going to put an explosive here. Oh, I can just win the combat. If I weren't going to win here, what I could do is I could just I would put a Train Steward up here, and I would have a Train Steward ready to tank for her for 1 round, so she could pop this boss for 65. It's the one that I've heard the most people say is confusing to play, but I think it's pretty straightforward once you get used to it. It's a strategy that I've used before, right? Where you just apply Endless and then reform a tank. Like Endless on Rector, and then you reform a tank and you just elevator your units up all 3 floors and fight Seraph on 3 floors. And yeah, like it works pretty well. And it's fun. I'm gonna skip this pickup. Votavary. They did, I know one of the changes they made is they nerfed Intent on Death, unfortunately. Goodbye Intent on Death. Take Offering Token. Wickless Baron's a good choice for a tank here. Yeah, I like that. I think that he's acceptable. We find an Endless Tome for him and he just kind of crushes. We'll go left, of course. Large Stone. We'll fade small. We can give him Large Stone. Shark. Now there's a better choice for Endless. Yeah, give me the Shark for sure. I think that... So instead of Wickless Baron, we're probably going to large the Shark, and then we're just going to play Little Fade Shark with explosive support. I'm going to large him and then I'll fish for Endless. I won't give him a plus 25 right now. The Baron pickup wasn't bad if we didn't see a Shark, but since we saw a Shark, it's a-okay. Slam this trial. I've been cooling off on Firewall lately, but it is really just it's nice because it lets me take these earlier trials. I would have taken 21 on the last combat, and instead I took 6, which is pretty sweet. Like I can let these guys go up and hit me for 9, and I don't have to take 15 on my Shark, although it might be good too. Yeah, probably best just do this. I'm going to play this explosive down here, so my reasoning here is if I play the explosive down here, I don't need to move Lil Fade up to kill this 245, and I can get 1 more extinguish out of her. I think a few rules of thumb, if you're struggling with this Endless Little Fade in particular, what you want to do is you want to A, make sure that you take energy from your first boss. Absolutely. You need energy from your first boss for sure. This Wickless Baron's gonna kind of struggle to be useful here. Any energy, obviously energy affecting abilities are nice because it's a big cost to pay 2 energy this turn and also one of my draw slots to play her, but as a result I get a unit that one-shots double heavies for the rest of the combat and just guarantees the boss kill. Although it's High Priest, so it doesn't actually guarantee the boss kill, but you get the idea. Maybe I put Baron top 4 as cleanup duty? That might be the idea. Might end up doing that, I'm not sure. And you basically, if I lose this combat here, I still, when I have the Endless in position with the Shark, I just, after these 2 die, move them up to the top 4 on the next round of Relentless. It's pretty straightforward. It's really, really good with the Shark because he stacks Frostbite. If we get a Cuddlebeard or something like that, it's even better. Mortal Entrapment got buffed. I wonder if this card is useful now. I'm still waiting to try it because I think it's still bad. I don't know, -1 + 10 means that it does 75 in days 3 if a unit's already damaged. With the elevator strat, you know, I'm gonna give it a try, Mortal Entrapment. Come on, then. Sorry, taking a quick drink of water. Make sure you stay hydrated out there. It's another scorcher. It's actually not that hot. It's pretty nice out today. Anyway. This is a skip from me. I don't... Like, I talk a lot about part of your plan in Stygian just being having enough good damage spells. And I don't think Ice Tornado is a good damage spell. Card's really bad. 3 energy for 60 damage split randomly, not good. If this were 3 energy for 60 damage pushed to the front every time, I would take this a lot more. I'm gonna skip that though. I don't think Titan's Gratitude is very worth it to me. I feel like you have to give it a plus 10 and then you have a 75 damage spell, but we don't really need that. Any good duplicate targets here? Not really. I'm gonna go left. Nothing great for the duplicate. Oh, a votive key. Yeah, votive key is really good. I just have to make sure I don't play Little Fade before I play the shark. And then I don't have to find Endless Form. All I have to do is I have to use my brain with votive key. But since we don't have dregs, this is also really solid. Split Anvil is really good as well with Mortal Entrapment, but I'm not really playing my spells out. I'm gonna take votive key. Because what this also does is it lets us give this shark another plus 25, which is sick. Patient Seraph does not take Calcified Embers. I think, I've been thinking about this one as well. I think that you should take Calcified Ember here. It's a very minor negative. Like, it's not, it doesn't take long to get rid of these three Ember pickups. And if I see that event that gives, like, it's unlikely, but if I see the event that gives me energy for those 2 1/1 shards, or 1 damage shards rather, dude, that shit's insane. That shit's crazy. No, this is strike pushback. Yeah. So I do not... do I want... I guess it doesn't matter if the Baron gets endless or not. I don't care either way. Yeah, and then we just drop Little Fade and get her killed. And we want her to die twice. Yeah, something like this. I just have to make sure I play the shark first, right? Shark first here. And then I will play Little Fade again in front. Just have her... Yeah, I want to make sure she dies. There's a lead time to Little Fade is all you have to get used to. It takes a little time for her to get off the ground. I'm gonna play this, I don't want to redraw it. The first 2 rounds she has to scale, which is a little awkward, I will admit. Not super worried about this first wave though. Firewall is super nice for this. No Ember draw, which is excellent. Exceptional. And what we should see happen here is we should end up with... the shark should end up getting knocked behind Little Fade at this point, I believe. And we take 7 to our armor, which is absolutely fine. Yeah, absolutely fine. I could have played it a little differently and had the... I think Talos has to go top 4 here? No, I have no idea. Never mind. Endless on the explosive. So Little Fade's gonna end up in front here, 2 and 5. I need to get her killed. I don't think I can. That's kind of awkward. I'm gonna burn one of these embers. It's good to spend the turn to get rid of them when I have the time, and I have the time here for sure. Little rough and tumble never hurt nobody. He's right, you know. Yeah, so Little Fade will die from this wave, and then we will replace her. She'll cost 3 energy, but that's fine. I just have to make sure that... Oh, what the problem here is if I lose... Like, if I don't kill the boss on this floor, I won't be able to replay Little Fade because she'll cost 4, right? That's the big stopper. I have to draw a kill for this guy. What's in here? Train Steward? Yeah, that's fine. By the way, I also don't think I'll lose on mid-floor, and then once we have 4 energy, that problem goes away. And I think that you want her to have 2 deaths. Oh, I killed that wave, never mind. So she'll just end up getting replayed on top 4 then. That's fine too. I want this Train Steward dead so that I can move these guys up. Virgin Ember here. It's fine. Firewall is doing a lot of heavy lifting on this early game. It's let me play, I took one here, but it's letting me play in a super greedy way, for sure. Yeah, just press end turn here. Although the Baron, with Endless, he does keep his stats, which is kind of sick as well. But this Shark is just very large, very in charge. Then you just elevator yourself on up here, and I forgot to do I forgot the math. I have to stop at 3 from now on. Like, I have to have Will Fade end at 3. Thankfully, it didn't matter too much. It's a run that, like, even I'm not perfect at it. Even I am not perfect at it. But, like, I've experience playing runs like this where you move your units up, but I'm not used to them costing so much, right? So it still takes a little learning, for sure. For sure. It's going to take a little bit to lock it into the brain how it works. Harness the Titan, I don't like here. Deep Offering, I'm gonna have extra energy. So I think it's fine to grab Deep Offering. I'm gonna go up to 4. I think that's okay. I don't know how Deep Offering is on average. I'm gonna pass this, by the way. I think we have our winning line. We have to answer double heavy still. It's gonna be the problem. However, I don't know, how do we? I guess with the explosive we answer double heavies. I'm gonna take energy here for sure. It is Rage Sweeper fell, which is a little bit troubling for the purposes of my Endless, but I'm gonna go left for removals. We're gonna get rid of Frozen Lance first. The Baron might be my answer to double heavies. He might just take a multi-strike. Not 100% certain. Alright, let's try this. I'm gonna try going in on a Mortal Entrapment here. And I'm gonna roll this. -1 on Deep Offering. Anything good for holdover here? Offering Token's fine, but I don't really like it. We don't have many good spells. Icy Siliphyte, Titan Sentry. Like, maybe I play Icy Siliphyte plus Wickless Baron, bottom 4. Icy Siliphyte helps with double heavies because she'll kill them with a spell. I need to pick up a spell or two, but like Mortal Entrapment. It's not bad, right? The only problem is that it doesn't really work well with, I'm a little worried about not drawing the Shark, basically, but I think it's okay. Oh, there's a little marker above if you have Exile. I see. That's kind of cool. Good little effect. Can I hit the pause and see the patch notes? I can't. Oh well. Icy Siliphyte, you know, I've been saying it a lot lately. I think she might be one of the strongest units in the game. Is she strong enough here? It's a great question. It's a little inconsistency in the deck to take Icy Siliphyte, because I won't hit the Shark in time, but she kills backline as well, and the Shark's mostly just going to exist to help Little Fade move through the floors and tank for her. I'm going to try the Icy Siliphyte here. I end up needing to pick up like 2 or 3 more spells, but it's pretty good. And her Little Fade's third path is Slay, gain +2 attack and +2 spikes permanently. Really fun. However, I think I would I don't want to go this now. I want to have this at the start. Although maybe it combos well with Little Icarus. No, I mean with Eternal Flame, but it doesn't because you want her to die and come back a lot of times, and these kind of have an anti-synergy. So we'll just take the +40 and move on. It is acceptable. Mark of Invasion is free. This is a curse combat. Acceptable. This combat doesn't scare me too much. Need some unit upgrades on this run. This one's it's a little shaky with the Icy Siliphyte ad. Not 100% confident. Not 100% confident. I should just play this Ember, right? We should get rid of it. It's fine. We take a curse here and it's acceptable. We take the 6 to the Firewall. Firewall, I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Firewall. I'm sorry there was ever a moment in my life where I went, am I sure I want Firewall? The answer is yes, I do want Firewall. I think that there is a reason to not have Icy Siliphyte take Endless. The reason is just it doesn't make any sense to. Like, why would I? Why should I have her take an Endless here? There's no good reason to. There's really, like, if all it does is when I am being assaulted by the bosses, it just lowers my draw by 1, right? Same for Wickless Baron here, I think. I think I might not even play Wickless Baron here, by the way. Just drop a little Fade. You can just also Mortal Entrap here. I'm gonna do this for sure. This is a problem with Mortal Entrapment, the fact that the enemy has to be damaged, so I can't hit this Clip Guardian with this right now. I think that if I were to change this card, I would say apply 70. It would do the damage, and then it would only apply the dazed if they were damaged or something like that. Because it really is a card that struggles, in my opinion, to be relevant. Just do this. I am gonna play him. Icy Siliphyte needs like a +10 here. +10 and quick would be ideal. But I won't be picky. I knew that was a Train Steward. Why would I reform that? It's just a waste. Yeah, will Fate and the Shark actually handle a single heavy perfectly, huh? Look at this. Together they're able to just handle it. Now, Explosive is a great one to pick up an Endless on. I'm slightly concerned, but also I shouldn't be, I don't think. Because we can just... Will Fade's at 2. When these two die, we play them up here for 4 energy total. It's not 3 energy total. It is 4. Don't forget. It's 4 energy. An important thing to actually keep in mind is that it is 4 energy if they don't finish it. Which they don't. And then we just press enter. And then we bring everyone back on the top floor. Excellent. And this time I actually saved the energy. This is the problem I find with Deep Offering a lot of the time, when I'm just like, yeah, I have other cards in my hand that I need to play. I can't play Deep Offering here. Never end up playing it. Engulfed in Smoke is pretty good. They nerfed Intent on Death. I know this for certain. They nerfed Intent on Death in this patch again. It's up to 2 energy cost, so it is now the same as Engulfed in Smoke. I think yesterday's episode I had the offer of Engulfed in Smoke, and I said, hey, the Intent on Death is just this card, but better. Now it isn't. Do I want Engulfed in Smoke here? Yeah, it's not bad. I think it's good for the bottom floor. It's not great for the Shark floor until I'm always killing backline with Siliphyte. But it's a reasonable win condition. Unnamed Tome auto wins us Seraph the Patient, usually. So I'll take that as well. Sorry, another quick water break. I gotta stay hydrated. If I record for too long, my voice... And, you know, for me, too long is like longer than an hour. Which really, I wonder how I stream. But if I do record for too long, my throat starts to hurt, so I try to take regular water breaks. I do not need the Endless because I got a Votive Key. I can just make this guy a better tank. I want a +10 for Siliphyte. She doesn't need survivability because she has a Baron in front of her. And quick. That is excellent. I'll give the Baron a +25. Like, what an incredibly good shop. I just got Strength Stone, Health Stone every time. If this was always Strength Stone, Health Stone, oh baby. Wouldn't that be nice? Purge a Frozen Lance. We're gonna purge all the Frozen Lances here. At this point we just power out removals and we thin this deck out to an extreme degree. Because we have all the pieces except for we need some good kill spells now. I think that we are 1 +10 Ice Storm and 1 I want Crystallis, but you know, I can't see Crystallis at this point. Can I take this trial? I think I can't take this trial. I think also that I could take this trial, however, there's a world where I need to save my health, my pyre health, for later. Also, remove Frozen Lances and then get the combat where Frozen Lance really shines. How about it? Because this combat kind of messes with my planning. It's 3 10-2s, and then it's 2... I know that one of the waves is 2 10-2s and a tank. That wave is the one that I... No, I think there's a wave that's... Can I take Heaven's Seal here? I think I can take Heaven's Seal here. I'm gonna roll for it. I'm pretty sure I can get away with this. Half of the waves are completely free. I'm pretty sure it's fine. With the Pyre Armor too, I think it's okay. Has it been top 4 every combat? I think it has been. That's crazy. So what we're going to do here is we're going to play the Shark bottom 4 with Endless. And I'll just put Will Fade down to get killed. If I put something top 4, it's going to be in my way for the long term, which I am worried about here. To catch a Collector. Like, I don't think I want to play Baron or Celophyte here, because I think they're going to get in the way of my Endless planning. Or if I were gonna play Baron, I should have played him on the mid 4, but or on the bottom 4 here to harvest and then soak up the rounds from the boss. I think I can play them on one of these 4s. I'll put. So where do you think the Collector is gonna be? Mid 4 or top 4? I think he's gonna be mid 4. That's my feeling. And no Train Steward, he gets in the way. This wave is the wave that I have to be afraid of right here. This is the wave that has to scare me. I have to be prepared and plan around it a little bit. Okay, so what am I gonna plan? The easy answer is probably just Celophyte here. I'm fine with her having Endless, I guess. I didn't think about it, I'll be honest with you. I didn't think about the Endless side of things there. Explosive adds 50, killing this defender. So I think I play Explosive Little Fade. Although the Silent Marksman will die, or will not die. But that's fine because we have quick Celophyte top 4, or mid 4 rather, next 4. And that should kill defender, and then Little Fade can be transitioned up to the middle 4. But then again, yeah, that's fine. Put Will Fade on the middle 4, and then the Shark and her can reacquaint themselves on the top 4. Yeah. Okay, so I put Will Fade here. If my calculations are correct, she dies. This guy has a lot of health, but that's okay. Yeah, okay. Missed the Collector. It's fine. It's actually better that I played it this way. We have to plan around surviving this trial for sure. I drew Mortal Entrapment this turn. That is unfortunate. He lives. I drew Mortal Entrapment this turn. Although there's no way for me to hurt him here. Alright, so this guy's gonna hurt me. I am unfortunately not able to stop him. Interesting. 94. Yeah, he's gonna hit me. He's gonna hit 4 times, I believe. Nothing I can do about it. Yeah, this deck doesn't handle, like, my only damage spell is Mortal Entrapment and the enemy has to be hurt for it. There's no way for me to hit this guy with Mortal Entrapment. Dude, Mortal Entrapment is so bad on this trial. Wow, I never thought of that. How about it? Huh. Oh well, it's fine. Nothing I can do about it. I kind of expected this, right? And we're only threatened. We're not threatened by a ton of damage here. It's only we have 15 Pyre Armor. This guy's gonna hit for a reasonable amount, to be fair. But let's silence this. I think I do put an explosive down because he's not gonna die in time. That guy, it's fine. My cards are just kind of useless. I don't know if you've noticed this. My cards kind of suck. Oh, I could have killed him with the explosive? Oh, shit. I could have killed him. Oh, that's super weird. No, I couldn't have because he would have gotten the armor. Never mind. Again. That's really, it's just really weird. It's all very strange. Put this one in front. We want to save his health now. The reason I want to save his health is because I need him to survive extra rounds against the boss. Solid. We'll stealth you. Stealth this floor. That's fine. It's interesting because this run is reasonably powerful, but also just kind of useless. Like, I have a lot of garbage in here. a lot of spells. Like, a lot of these cards are really, really just unplayable, which is very strange. This is fine. Just press end turn here. And the good part about playing it like this as well, where we put Will Fade on the mid floor, is if we kill here, which we do not, it doesn't matter. I could have her at 4 energy here if I had planned for it. I did not, but you know. You drop Will Fade, she's a 125-16, she cleans up. I just have to, basically, I have to plan the combat. I have to plan out the combat in its entirety. Precious Plating. Oh, we actually healed for taking this trial. That's pretty sick. Memento Mori's not bad here. I need damage spells, and we have like what, like 4 or 5 units dying. This card does like 30 to 40 damage. 40 plus 2 spell weakness is 120, which is reasonable. Is it good enough? Let's see. The 2 tombs die, so that's 2. Will Fade dies twice, that's 4. It's probably about 40. 40, but then we start molding the tombs back, and it's like 60, 70. At 60, I think this card is really powerful. It's like reasonably powerful. Do I want Memento Mori? I don't know. How many clunky 3-cost spells from Melting can I pick on a single run and still be okay? That's the question. And the answer is, I don't know, man. Not that many. I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit. I just want to get a clunky 3-cost spell from a Stygian instead. Alright. I mean, expected outcome is just a bunch of garbage, but you know. I can dream. Alright. Where are we going here? We're probably going left. I don't really see anything good over here. I could duplicate. Ugh. I'll go left. We'll purge 2 Train Stewards. We're closing in on the deck being just like nothing but cards I want to play, which is good. Quick plus 25 and Incant Armor 2. Major or minor refraction. Dude, I can make this shark big. If I make him tiny though, it's pretty solid, right? If I make her tiny, it's also pretty good. I think that making this shark tiny is good because then I can... Yeah, this is really good because I can just fit Wickless Baron. So I give Wickless Baron Endless as well as the shark Endless, as long as I don't draw them together. And then I elevator the Wickless Baron up with him because he fits in the space that the shark used to be. What a great event. That event's so good. But it's only for the space down. That space up one is super, super rarely any good. I think I've only ever done it once, maybe twice. I could just put Wickless Baron on the floor with them. The problem is that Siliphyte ends up on her own, but, you know. The shark kills backline. We'll see. Okay, so this is Ragefell. Ragefell is back. Remember before when I didn't have to fight Ragefell? Remember how good things were before I was fighting Ragefell? Yeah. Me neither. It's really we're back, baby. Back to fighting Ragefell. That's right, there's a 6-105 that just has a wall of 70 health. This guy has 175 health effectively. and I have nothing I can do about him. Okay, no more complaints. Let's get to work here. Play Energy Siphon here. So it's not like a super complicated turn here. I just put the Endless here and I let you die. That's all we can do. I'm gonna get steamrolled by this first wave. There's nothing I can do about it. So the Shark takes the Endless. I think we just plant the Shark mid-floor. And we chill. Put Will Fade down one more time to die. Yeah. Shark goes here to kill the Quill Marksman, namely. With the Rage, I think I should have this Shark die and then come back. Okay, Will Fade is now done dying. If I draw Mortal Entrapment here, I have literally nothing to complain about. Sick. Nothing to complain about. Look at that. Who's even complaining? Alright, we gotta do a little planning here. Gotta plan this turn out. So, what we're gonna do, Will Fade currently costs 2 energy. The big problem, and the reason that I'm concerned, is I'm worried that she's gonna get sniped by a sweep enemy, and then she's gonna cost 3 and I won't be able to replay her for 4 to finish off Fel. That's the big concern. I wonder if I play Siliphyte and Little Fate. The problem is Siliphyte just dies, right? Siliphyte, Rage Fel just ruins all of my plans, basically. Because she's Rage Fel. All of my plans are doomed. Yeah. I guess I can give Siliphyte the Endless, but if I play Siliphyte this turn, I can't play Mortal Entrapment, and I just have to take this damage. And it is 18, so I take 3. That's okay. This one's gonna hurt me. I'm gonna take a lot of damage from heavies because of the permanent double heavy Alabaster Guardian bullshit. Drop a Siliphyte, drop a Little Fade down here. If I put Little Fade down here, she's guaranteed to cost me 4. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to play it like this. I think so. With all the things I can considered, I'm pretty sure this is what we do. Little Fate will die, and when she dies, we place her where she's going to be for the second round of the boss, which is probably down here. And then we just move the Shark up with her. And we take 8, or not 8, 3. I'm just going to like bleed a bunch of damage here because I have so much Pyre health. And there's also apparently nothing I can do about it because Master of Light is this combat's really fun and it's engaging, it's really well designed. I, for one, really enjoy it. Personally, I have a great time with it. I hate it here. I hate it here, Rage Fel. I hate it here. I hate you, Rage Fel. Okay. So, I think I play. If she rages this Master Light again, I'm gonna be unhappy. I do need to get my Shark killed though, for sure. I can play Explosive and put 15 more damage into this guy. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna play Deep Offering. I'm gonna probably just Unnamed Tome because there's nothing great on this combat to do that on. Where is Rage Fel? She is this one. There's nothing to actually silence. Obviously I should have silenced him last turn, but I was thinking maybe I was going to hold it for the next guy who's going to gain Rage from Little Fate. However, not the case. Okay. The next piece of the puzzle here is the order in which I play these units. I think I play Siliphyte here. I drop an Explosive up here, and then I play Deep Offering, and I play the other Explosive. I think so, and I want Siliphyte to have the Endless. I want to reform Tombs. I can do something with this. I could stealth Little Fade. So next round is the last sweep enemy of the combat. If I stealth Little Fade, what happens? She survives the sweep. That's good. Because she'll stay alive at 2. She'll die and get placed up here with the Baron at 3 cost. But the problem with that is, and I guess it's okay, the only real problem I have with that is that I won't be able to play them again on the top 4. I wonder if what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to let them die and then place Baron up here with the Shark. Or just place Baron top 4 and then make sure... Yeah. Okay, I see where we're going with this. I am going to stealth Little Fade. Yes. Okay. This combat's super thinking. Like, there's a lot of thinking to do here. I want to play this first. Yeah, acceptable. I want to play that first because there's a world where we hit the... there's a world there where we hit the... what is it? What is the card? The Mortal Entrapment. And that's good. Like, this is... one thing I'll say about this update is, man, there's a lot of thinking. I have done a lot of thinking in these updates. I like it. There's a lot of different things to consider. Okay, I spell weakness here. And this turn plays itself. Having 2 explosives to reform is really nice. And like that's all I have to reform with those primitive molds. So primitive mold is just get an entombed explosive right now. Very cool. Okay, this is second to last round. Wow, he doesn't actually take that much. Why does he only take 6 here? You gain 6. Oh, because of the quick sweep. The Quill Marksman dies, of course. Okay. Acceptable. Acceptable. I guess I don't need the Shark to die. In the way that I've outlined this, I do not need Shark to die. He can just live on as a mid-floor champion there. And he is not going to die, I don't think. Which is fine. I may as well take 50 damage into Fel here. No reason not to. Okay, if I planned everything out properly, we should win this combat. If I planned out incorrectly, I think we will die. However, it's exciting, right? I did a lot of thinking and planning here, so I'm excited to see if it pans out. Oh yeah, we definitely win. Wow, that Mortal Entrapment just seals our fate. Okay, and now here's how we go from here. We play Wickless Baron here with the Endless for the free damage. Because it is just free damage. And then, I mean, I can finish the combat here. However, let's play this out how I would want to play it out, which is to put Little Fade top 4. This is how we're going to do it against Seraph. And then we play Baron and we play Shark up here. And then we, kill her off with a kill spell anyway. But that's the line, that's how you win Seraph right there. That setup is how you play around Seraph. But like, oh man, that's a lot of thinking. Right, we're at 43 minutes in the run and we're just finishing Fel in a combat, or in a series where I'm usually done with a run within the next 5 minutes. Like, we're usually on Seraph at this point. This is going to be a long one. I'll take the draw here. There's no reason not to. I don't need space. We can take draw. There was a world where I took space until I saw the space down upgrade. Now we don't need it. Solid. Do I need any spell upgrades? I don't need any unit upgrades, really. But I like the right path for removals. There's an artifact over here, which is kind of nice. Removals aren't super important. We're just going to start to really trim down this deck. Like, remove Train Steward, remove some primitive molds. Get this deck down to its base components. Magic upgrades are good, though. Engulfed in Smoke could use a -1. I'll do it here, and we'll go right. We'll take these removals, because after this removal, we're kind of out of things great to remove. We're into like the 2 more primitive molds, and then I would say we're out of things great to remove. Check the event. Oh! Yeah, I think Heaven's Gold just kind of auto-wins us the game here. Like, the only problem we have is double heavies, and now double heavies are significantly less of a problem. I'll peep the shop. Multi-strike 1 on the explosive sounds pretty good, but I think I have to pass. And Eternal Flame 3. Plus 80, plus 5. Solid. That last combat was mid-4 space loss, by the way, so it's not always top 4. This is double heavies. Spell Shield 2 is fine. The reason that Spell Shield 2 is fine is because if I hit an enemy with Mortal Entrapment, they're going to die anyway. Because the dazed will go through, and daze 3, they will die to the pyre. Yeah. So the early turns where we set up are the awkward portions of this combat. The explosives have fallen off a bit, however, they are still a formidable 100 damage threat. Okay. I am going to play Shark bottom 4. Although Shark doesn't kill the Purifier here. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I need the Shark with Endless. I don't need Icy Siliphyte with Endless, and I don't necessarily need Baron with Endless. It's probably good to have, though. So let's plan this one out, right? I think I'm fine with doing Shark. Like, Shark Baron Little Fade isn't bad. The problem is I won't kill Purifiers with that. I kind of have to do, like, Baron Siliphyte Little Fade. I think that's the line. I think it's Baron Siliphyte Little Fade, and then I put Shark mid 4 to just kind of exist. Yeah, because that way we get the spell weakness. What we get out of that is we get the chunk on the, or we get the Purifier kill, right? If it weren't for the no Purifier kill, like on the next combat, for example, I might end up with Shark in front, although it is Shade Wings, which are... I probably won't be running myself into Shade Wings, come to think of it. Okay, so we play this out similar to last time. I'm just gonna Deep Offering. Yeah, it's fine. It's good because we hit 2 dead weights, I think. May as well spell weakness here. I also may as well put this Entombed Explosive in the death rotation. Just so Primitive Mold now hits an Entombed Explosive every time. Okay. Siliphyte not getting Endless bothers me none. All she needs to do is kill these 3 health enemies in the back. Or 3 attack enemies in the back, 10 health. Now, the heavies are a problem for the first 2 rounds, and the big problem is Steel Wings are super in my way. 85. So at 160, you'll kill 190s. I need to kill the Steel Wings, which I probably end up doing with Explosive. I think I do that with Explosive. Okay, so what it's actually going to look like here is it's going to look like Explosive here in front of Wickless Baron, Explosive here in front of Sentry, and then Will Fade behind. And Will Fade will always end up connecting with a Gilded Wing. Okay. So we're going to take damage from this first wave, and that's to be expected. And then do this, you'll die. Drop an explode. Oh, this stops me from catching the Collector. Oh no. I still think I think I had to. Just kind of sucks, no Collector. But I took the trial, so it's okay. We got the Pyre Wall plus the Pyre... Like, we have 3 Pyre upgrades to smooth out the awkward sections of this run, where we would take a bunch of damage. This is Trample Boss. I'm actually certain of this. I know what boss it is for once in my life. It's Trample Boss for sure. This guy fought in Armageddon, apparently. I guess that makes him hot shit. All I see is some hot shit, am I right, fellas? Oh, fucking got him. Alright. Anyway. So because there's no reason to hold this, I'm going to silence the wing on the top floor, for sure. Energy Siphon, kind of a dead card right now. Probably is a dead card for the rest of the game. Not 100% on that. Will Fade does what? 165? It's good enough, I think. So I'm gonna get hit by you. I'm gonna take 23 from this wave, but that's fine with me. We have 151 health. We can take it. The counter there is I can Mortal Entrapment to stop that damage, but then I end up missing. Mortal Entrapment leads to more damage, basically, because what we have to do is we have to play Primitive Mold. And this is a very important order step. I need to have this explosive at Burnout 1 with Endless instead of just bringing it back with Primitive Mold every round. Doing it this way means that this guy will never reach a health point where he stops dying, which is very, very crucial to the plan. And put Little Fade behind. That'll start killing these heavies, and then we get to self-mutilate. And I think that's it. We're solved here. We should finish this combat without any trouble now. We took 8 there. It's fine. Definitely very nice to have all of this energy to work with. Right, and occasionally we end up in this situation. This situation is fine because we can just bring back Entombed Explosive. Although it'll burn out? So it's only going to do 50 damage to the back boy. So I have to just take that, and we have to hope we hit. And we should hit Mortal Entrapment, right? We have a catch for this. When we end up off kilter like this, we have a catch for it with Mortal Entrapment. God, there's so much thinking involved on this run. There's Mortal Entrapment, solid. It catches this guy with Daze 3, he'll go up with Daze 2, he'll take 124 for free, he'll hit us for 10. Acceptable. Not great, but passable. And then we just have to keep on keeping on here. Now, I think this is final round? Yeah, this is final round. So we're going to just barely slide under here. Never mind, we're not, because this guy doesn't die. Unfortunate. Oh, because of the quick. Wow, the quick actually stabs me in the back here. That's crazy. I think the extra 10 damage might make a difference, though. I don't know. We're going to walk away from this with minimal damage taken, but you can see this is a run where you got to do a lot of thinking. It's a much more thinking run than I like to have. He's in the way. These explosive are just they're too hard to handle. I should burn this card. I should not hold on to this for any reason. There's really just no reason to hold that card. Hello, boss. Explosive burns out. Obviously, without the trial, we would take a lot less. I'm effectively trading health for money here, and that's a-okay. So the big problem, and the thing that I forgot to consider, is that Will Fade, I will not be able to replay with both of these goons. Right, keep that in mind. Little Fade is going to be 3 cost here, I believe. How much is Little Fade? This is 2, so she's going to be 3 cost. I don't think it matters, because I think I just drop the Baron and win. Yeah, solid. Alright, we made it. We took like 40 damage, I think, and that's acceptable. Purifier combat is a double heavy combat. Oh, 28. Solid. 28 damage for the trial is extremely good, especially considering that combat is really hard for us. Double heavies are a big weakness of our run right now. So, all in all, pretty solid. The final ring. I'm gonna go left here as I mentioned before. Double stack. Remember the good days. Totem Fragment is okay, but I think it's not really super worth it. Volatile Gauge says non-champion card now to counteract the fact that Lil Fade would get busted with that. Oh god, that would be insane. That would be insane. We're gonna roll. I don't want any of these. Rules of Containment, Icicle Fracture is kind of nice. I like Icicle Fracture there. I'm going to, I'm going to be conservative with my money because of the Heaven's Gold. However, at the same time, may as well spend some money here. There's not a whole lot to spend on. I'm going to buy 1 removal. I think that is worth it. Maybe 1 more. Maybe 1 more. Just grab another offering token here. I think so. 20 cards, 2 of them are offering token. Go in with 325 gold, 72. The next interval is mid 60s, right? It's 60, 63, 64. 64, so this is fine. Yeah. Get ready. This is gonna be, we're gonna talk this one out to an extreme degree. So Seraph has the incant and the rally now. As soon as I draw my Silence Tome, this combat ends. We win the game. We drew Siliphyte, which is really good. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna probably do... First we open the offering token up. Acceptable. There's really no reason for me to hold on to memories, I don't think. What do I have that's... What turn do I have worth memories on? None of them. I guess memories... Oh, memories plus Little Fade, right? That's actually kind of sick. Yeah. Memories plus Little Fade's kind of cool. I can get her up to like a super high number with memories, right? Yeah. Okay, I will hold on to it. Okay. So I'm gonna rally Seraph twice here. He's gonna go to 19, and that's probably gonna be the end. But I have to rally him twice because I want to play the Shark here. Siliphyte has to go down here. I guess I could put Shark top 4. Is there anything stopping me from playing these two top 4? Think about that for a moment. So let's... Shut up, Seraph. Don't talk shit about me. It's a real fight. Look, I have a lot to consider, mister. You just get to sit over there. You don't have anything to consider. You just play enemies randomly. You're favored. Fuck off, Seraph. I'm busy. I'm thinking. Okay. So, in the first 2 rounds, the reason... So, first of all, I am playing Icy Siliphyte bottom 4. She clears the first 2 rounds herself without any problems. With Quick, she clears the first 2 Shadewings rounds, because the first 2 rounds are just Shadewings. Then we see a 10-190 and we drop in a Baron down there next turn, and it's just fine. So we basically just have a bunch of free time for Little Fade to scale. I'm going to take Little Fade to 3, I think. I'm going to go to 3. I'm going to greed up to 210 here, 215. Or no, wow, wait, 245. Yeah, 245. At 245 is good. She just wins, basically. She'll kill everything. The question is there a reason not to play top 4? I think the answer is yeah. So let's talk it out, right? In the Relentless, this 4 gets wiped out. This 4 is probably going to have Siliphyte, Baron, Little Fade. Little Fade wants to get replayed top 4. Baron gets replayed mid 4? No. Why? He gets played mid 4. The Shark... So the only reason to not play Shark top 4 is so that he can stay full health, right? In the Relentless, maybe he gets chipped away at on top 4, is the problem that I have to see. Oh, also this 4 is not Little Fade, Siliphyte, Baron, because Little Fade doesn't fit on this 4. So Little Fade ends up on mid 4. Oh, this is a real brain breaker. This is a real thinker. Losing space on the bottom 4 is super complicated. Oh god. Okay. Let me think. Give me a moment. I wonder if I put No, because if I put Siliphyte on the mid 4, I have to incant Seraph as well. Okay. Final answer. I'm gonna lock it in. I think I play it like this. And then I want memories frozen. Okay. I think that's the best way to play it. Melee weakness is going to dissipate, which is good. I should probably just burn this Deep Offering or hold on to it, one of the two. Baron goes down here and chills. I guess I just freeze it, actually. And we throw a Little Fade down. The melee weakness is going to go away now. Very cool. No reason to play. I need to play these cards, but there's no great reason to. Okay. Once we draw the Silence Tome, this is a lot simpler as well. So it should be right here, right? Ah, excellent. Now Seraph is stopped at 19 attack. Very good. Little Fade can't die again. There's two 190s on a wave coming up, or two 190s I should say on a wave coming up. It's the next wave, and that's the only double heavy wave that I have to think about. 2. So at 2 cost, not being able to play her down here, I have the memories though. I think that if I play Energy Siphon here, I'm guaranteed to kill this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna greed for one more death on Little Fade. With the memories effectively cancels out the cost of Little Fade. Every time she dies, the memories goes up by 1. And we also have the explosives to die. 2 die is gonna be the die that they're gonna throw it back to you. That's a little right by now is it's Oasis. You guys heard of Champagne? This Wonderwall. I was gonna say it was Champagne Supernova as a little prank, but it's not a good prank. It's just wrong. Sorry, you see, now I have to just say dumb things because my head hurts a little bit from all of the thinking. And it was a lot of thinking. I think that now we are here and I can stop the thinking. However, oh buddy, that was a lot of thinking. I gotta tell you what. I did a lot of thinking. That's probably, I've had a few different times like this now where I'm just like, yeah, and that's the most I've thought about a run of this game in as long as I can remember. Seraph the Patient, I really like this fight because I really have to plan. Like there's a lot to plan out with this fight. It's cool for that. I'll give it up to Seraph the Patient. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot of planning. Once we're all planned out, it's not so bad. Why is he taking 44? Oh, because of melee weakness. He takes 10 plus 15 plus 19. I see. We play both explosives here. Love their noise. That oh fuck! I have made a terrible mistake. I didn't do my thinking very well. Ah shit! Ah fuck! Oh no! I just threw the run. Yikes! That is unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. We can recover from this. I don't lose off of it. However, don't make that mistake. Don't do that again. Hot tip. Don't do that. Yeah. Okay. Now I play the Baron first. Play the Baron first. You play the Baron first. I'm fine with taking this damage, right? We're set now. More or less, we're set. I just drop Little Fade. We have all the energy I could possibly want or need here. I don't care about this damage because it's not even going to be that much. Realistically, I think I could have let every heavy go up to the pyre without any damage on it and still survive this combat. That might not be true, but it feels that way. Melee weakness, he's going to die, but he's not going to die. Cool. That's good. I'm going to hit Seraph with a big Mortal Entrapment after this round, I think. I want to freeze that. I have to clear out some of the bad cards that I don't want in here anymore. Like, in my hand, because I'm going to now start to overdraw. I want to stealth this for... Play Primitive Mold, because why not? Endless, do I care? Do it like this. Let's take 100 damage on the Seraph here. There's no reason not to take that 100 damage. Just so many angles to consider here. There's a lot of different moving parts on this run, namely the Votive Key and the Icicle Fracture, plus timing my energy out for Little Fade. A lot of things to think about here. I think we're now officially there. 60. I'm a little off, but I can do it with a Primitive Mold, I think? Or no. No, I can't. I think what I do... this is awkward now. Do I play the Mortal? I don't care about this enemy, I guess. It's fine. Because the reason I can't Primitive Mold is because this guy will come back at 11 health, so he won't die. It's a waste of 1 energy. I guess he'll come back and give me more energy for Little Fade, but whatever. Oh, with 10 extra damage, does he push me over the threshold to kill this guy? Because this is 65. Yeah, wait, 10 extra damage just kills him. Yeah, he he doesn't do 50, but he does 10, which is apparently also enough. Alright. I think we got there. Pretty sure we got there. So, yeah, we full elevator now. Wickless Baron goes up here. Just press end turn, we win the game next turn. Alright. That was a tough run. This Little Fade is definitely one that requires you to do a little bit of thinking. But at the end of the day, like, you can win with a pretty bare bones setup, right? This run is 20 cards. I added very little in terms of actual support to this deck. I put in the Mortal Entrapment to clean up a few heavies, and you know what? Mortal Entrapment did well enough. 75 damage, days 3 for 2 energy is acceptable. Plus 10, -1 on Mortal Entrapment is good enough. I will allow it. But we had like the primitive molds to bring back explosives, plus the Mortal Entrapment and the Icy Silophyte to clean up backline. Then the Votive Key, so I didn't have to find Endless. However, this run would look similar without Votive Key. For sure, you may look at this and go, you only did this because of Votive Key. But the Wickless Baron is just a nice cherry on top. In reality, with a large stone plus, like, you can plan out a little differently without the Votive Key. With the Votive Key, I get to plan around just moving Wickless Baron up after the Silophyte and him clean up. Without him, what we probably do instead is we probably put the Wickless Baron and the Titan Sentry together on a floor. And, yeah, when that floor dies, it's probably like that floor plus Little Fade on it. And then when that floor dies, we move them up to the next floor with just Shark and Little Fade, and then up to the top floor, and we don't take Silophyte. Silophyte was, or like, we don't plan around Silophyte for this combat, rather. Although she did do some heavy lifting against Shadewings, right? Very nice. But very few actual additions to this deck other than the units, right? This card I started with, Deep Offering, was kind of worthless. It added Engulfed in Smoke and Mortal Entrapment, and 2 offering tokens, and then of course Unnamed Tome, and it was mostly just removal. And that's an interesting part of Little Fade, is like you can win off of just a few units. You don't need to add a ton. She's super powerful. She's a 325 damage unit you just have to tank for, and you have to plan, right? It's a lot of planning. But yeah, I love Little Fade. I gotta tell you, Little Fade's definitely my favorite champion, and it's not close. Before Little Fade, it was probably like it's probably Tethys, maybe Penumbra, but like, oh man, Little Fade, best of this set and probably best champion of all of them. Really fun. Lots of thinking, and that's fun. I think it's time for me to end the episode though. Thanks for watching as well. Closing in on finishing all the crowns on the beta, which would be kind of surprising, I think, because the beta is not very long, and I mostly play random. But regardless, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.